I'm Yugioh Time Wizard. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Pyramid of Light movie, I'm going to share with you playable and fun versions of all the decks in that movie. The deck list I'm going to share with you today, you can consistently summon the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, actually summon the Egyptian gods, and pull off Thinian the Great Sphinx. I even have a deck profile for Maximilian Pegasus. Now Anubis only plays a couple cards in the movie, so we do have to be creative, so I did create my own version of Anubis's deck. Keep it on the Egyptian theme, so I do play a ton of cards that make sense for Anubis, but that he actually didn't play in the movie. All 4 of these deck profiles are fun and playable to go against each other, so try it out with your friends. Before we get into the decks, if you could, leave a thumbs up on this video and think about subscribing to see more deck profiles. Let's not waste any more time. Joey, hit him with the Time Warp.
Time Warp, go!
To start off the Seto Kaiba deck, of course we have the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, followed up by, of course, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next we also play the Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, since you do play a lot of light and dark monsters, and this is a Seto Kaiba card. Then for the other monsters that support the Blue Eyes in the deck, we also play a Paladin of White Dragon, the White Stone of Ancients, Lord of D, the King of D, and 1 Kaiba Man. Next, as a homage to the movie, we do play the Rare Metal Dragon. You also play the X Head Cannon, Y Dragon Head, and Z Metal Tank. Next, for the level 4 beat sticks of the deck, you play 1 Blade Knight, 1 Alexandrite Dragon, and 1 Voice Raider. To make summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon even easier, you do play some fusion support, so you play 1 King of the Swamp and the Light Hexialed Fusion. And of course, since it's a Pyramid of Light Kaiba deck, we do play the 2 Penton the Dark Cloud, as well as 1 Sagi the Dark Cloud. Lastly, for the monsters, you do play 1 Cyberjar and 1 Des Feral Imp. Now to move on to the spells, we play 1 Megamorph, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Enemy Controller, 1 Shrink, 1 Monster Reborn, and of course Pot of Greed. For some of the support spells we play in the deck, you do play 1 Melody of the Awakening Dragon. This card can actually be used to search for the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. 1 Ancient Rules, 1 Flute of Summoning Dragon to go with the Lord and King of D, 1 Soul Exchange to make summoning Blue Eyes easier, 1 Ring of Defense because it's a classic Kaiba card, 1 Union Hanger to make the unions in your deck not completely worthless. And then for the Ritual and Fusion spells, we do play the 1 Ultimate Fusion. Now this card is newer, but it does make summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate even easier, so of course in this deck you're focused on summoning the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon as much as you can. 1 Polymerization, 1 Dragon's Mirror. Then for the Ritual spells, we do play the 1 White Dragon Ritual, and 1 Pre-Preparation of Rites to help search for those 2 cards. Now for the traps, we do play 1 Interdimensional Matter Transporter, 1 Crush Card Virus to combo with our clowns, 1 Shadow Spell, 1 Cloning, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 The True Light to bring back the Blue Eyes White Dragon over and over, and lastly you do play the Return from the Different Dimension. Return from the Different Dimension is what Kaiba wanted to use at the end of the movie to summon back all 3 Egyptian gods to his field and beat Yugi with his own gods. For the Fusion deck, of course, we do play the XZ Tank Cannon. Next we have the YZ Tank Dragon, then the XY Dragon Cannon, and of course the XYZ Dragon Cannon. And it wouldn't be a Blue Eyes Shining deck without the one and only Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's going to do it for the Seto Kaiba Pyramid of Light deck profile.